Oi, lads. What about dude, this card has to be good. Invoke Justice. How can you play Invoke Justice? Please don't respond to this question with copy paste Velomachus Lorehold Decklist that is 41% win rate. We're trying to do a little bit better than that. It does say to the battlefield. It does. I mean, you probably still should be reanimating Velomachus Lorehold, honestly, but we just need to make the deck better. Right, I'm looking for 7 mana things that are not instants and sorceries. 7+ mana things, I should say. What about reanimating the Wizard's Spellbook? And then you reanimate the Wizard's Spellbook, you roll using the Invoke Justice, and if you roll a 10 to 19, you can just do it again for 1. Very, very pog. Alright, so obviously Lorehold is a reasonable card to be bringing back from the graveyard onto the battlefield for less than its intended mana cost. That's basically it, right? You play red, white, Lorehold, or blue, white, Jin? What else are you going to play? Nothing. You ain't reanimating anything else. Jeskai? Yeah, but you can't play Jeskai because then you can't cast your Invoke. The problem with reanimating a Jin Gitaxias is that it doesn't actually do anything, does it really? I mean, we can try blue-white, but I'm not sure that the Jin Gitaxias actually does anything. Right, so you play 3 Jin Gitaxias. So how do you use a Jin Gitaxias? I would like to draw, and I would like to discard. The Modern Age seems bad. Mending seems good. Opponent plays enchantment removal and we cry. Jin is a bad shrimp. Maybe, but shrimp costs 7 and Jin costs 5, right? In this deck, no? Celestus seems extremely decent. Whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, copy that spell. I would like to Deluge. I'll take 4 of the Wandering Emperor, please. Oh yeah, Doom Scar, that's pretty good. Doom Scar. I would like Absence. So we can't really play Saw It Coming, but we can play the 1 blue counter spells. How about Proctor? El Proctorino. This deck doesn't have many lands in it. Why can we not play counter spells? Well, we can play the 2 mana counter spells. Yeah, we can't play Saw It Coming because it's double blue. It's double blue and we already need 4 white, which seems tough. The Invoke Justice and the Jin Gitaxias, just, they eat so many slots in the deck, huh? Deluge seems bad. Why is it bad? Only 1 playable discard? We've got Celestus too, right? It doesn't work with Jin. What do you mean it doesn't work with Jin, man? You're just casting a Deluge, dude. It's still exactly the same as Deluge in any other deck. What do you mean it doesn't work? Azorius Nap Time? Well, we're playing Invoke Justice. If you're not hyped by a little bit of Invoked Justice, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You sound like a goddamn hater. Alright, chat, we're bringing it back. The 1 of Archon, 1 of Proctor. Alright, I'm not seeing how this deck can lose, honestly. The Blue Saga instead of Behold? I don't think we need to discard that much, man. Eiganjo does look pretty cool, though. The Saga does seem very good, actually. It's better than Celestus, right? Man, I want my Archons though. Sunblade, and I think the Saga is good in this deck because we can discard our Jins with it, right? Cut 2, chat. Cut 2 friggin' cards. Is it just to cut the Archons? But the Archons are so cool, man. Deck is slowly turning into Azorius control. What do you mean slowly, man? We've intended for it to be Azorius control since we added the first card. Iganjo is cool, man, yeah. But Iganjo is definitely good. Right. One absence. Goodbye. One Doomscar. Goodbye. Why so few creatures in the deck? Because we only require one creature. Turn 1 Tranquil Cove, by the way. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, do not play your pathways as blue unless required. Don't forget you're playing a 4 white spell. Do not forget you're playing a 4 white spell. Okay, chat, okay. Invoke has been achieved. All we have to do now is, you know, draw the Jin Gitaxias, which can't be too hard. Any Jin Gitaxiases in this deck? Okay, good games. That was nice. It seems like we have more than enough like ways to get Jin Gitaxias from hand into graveyard. We just have to find one. Should we play all 4? There will also be some turns where using the Invoke Justice just to get a fucking Wanderer back is more than good enough. 4 Jin Gitaxias. Please? I'm just not too sure what to cut though. Fine. It might be better to cut... It might be okay to cut one of our mendings. I want to play all 4 sagas though. The saga is sick, because it ramps you to 5 as well. I'll say one thing, chat. Our deck... I'm not sure how good our deck is against Dahlia. But I'm not so sure how good any deck is against Thalia, really. Alright. In this game, we're just playing normal blue-white control. Could be worse. Alright, chat, how many Jin Gitaxias do you have to play to get one into your hand? That's what I want to know. Treasure Andy over here. Okay. That's a meat hook. Frickin' curtains. What are you gonna discard, man? What are you going to discard, you fool? Thanks for the mending. Alright, come on, mending. One time, one time, one time, one time. Jin Gitaxias? Okay. I consider myself never lucky. Okay. Honestly, chat, sometimes these things happen. Sometimes these things happen. Okay. I'll cast the spell that you have targeted. Fine Archon, I guess. Okay. Jin, go. I counter your spell. My children drench their hands. Double invoke. I'll take an Archon. Target a player. Target a player for what? Any... Oh, target the player for the counters. Okay. I target myself. I'll take a Wandering Emperor. I'll target myself. Yeah, baby. Let's go. I'm almost sad to see you go. Almost. It's only a setback, chat. 'Tis only a setback. Now we get double mending, I think. I'm not actually sure double mending is even good, but it's probably fine. I will behold for 4. We need a land, so that we can also behold again on opponent's turn. I'll take those. Popping off. You may cast one spell, opponent. Okay. I will draw 4. Here we go. Two or less, right? X or less, yeah. Nice. I'll kill the land. And your meat hook. Countered. Nice dispute. Very cool. Alright, we go again. We go again. That was very fun. Pink Ranger, thanks for giving us up to Luke the QT12. Orzhov, Andy, huh? Orzhov. Alright, play the pathway as white. Don't be a dumbass. Don't fall into the trap. I mean, every turn that goes by where neither player casts a spell has to be good for us. Okay, if I do this, they get to gain 4 life, but they don't get a card, right? I cast Mending, I draw 2. I've got 7 cards. I discard 2, I've got 5 cards. Oh no, wait, that's fine. We can't stop them getting a card, very sad. We need another white for Invoke, but I mean, I've got it in my hand, right? We may as well play this. We might draw another Mending off of this Mending. I mean, I'm pretty sure opponent's going to counter this, but how many counter spells can they have? Enough? Maybe? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're already at 6 mana though, so we can hardcast them now. Alright, we're already at 7 mana, I guess. Maybe I should have just held the Jin and hardcasted it anyway, but probably not. Alright, chat. Time to slam a lot of Jins and a lot of Emiria Skulls. Okay, 4 life secured. I mean, if we win a game against 4 Test of Talents on all 4 invokes, could be cool. A long way to go until we win, but we're making some progress. There's a lot of cards in this deck that cost a lot of mana, so let's cast them and see what happens. Where my Jins at, yo? 9% of this pathetic deck. Come on, Jin. Yeah. Go, baby, go. Hard cast. The problem is, against Esper control, we can never actually attack with a Jin because of Wanderer, but, you know, we can leave it in play. Doomscar countered. Verse used, okay. Plenty more where that came from, mate. Mending. Oh no. Why did you not play around Jawari by discarding the Tranquil Cove? Because you didn't need to. Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense, really. Ooh. Plains and Archon? I really think we cast the Archon, man. We're probably discarding the Planeswalker, I think. Archon, no attacks. End turn. This is so weird that each person can only cast one spell. I mean, they can't really bounce the Jin, right? They have to bounce the... They have to bounce the Archon first, really, for them to be able to do a lot. So this spell will get countered and they'll bounce the Archon, probably? Not casting something is really weird. I think it's got to be worth them getting a spell countered just to get the Archon off the board. Well, it's better than passing, man. Jesus. I think instead of Amelia's Call, we play another Archon. Well, I guess if I play Archon, no, actually, I was going to say if I play Archon, they can still beat both of my Archons with only one spell, but that's not the case because they could. It's not the case at all, is it? I attack for 16. I deal 16. I don't know, man. I'm kind of tempted by the double call. I'm not. I don't think second Archon is good. If I play Archon here, then they can just cast one spell on my turn here, bounce an Archon, cast some random instant or sorcery on their turn, bounce the other Archon, and then that lets them Doomscar my whole board. I think double Amelia's Call protect these angels. Farewell, I can't beat Farewell anyway, right? That doesn't matter what my board state is. If they Farewell, they just bounce their Horror, clear all my stuff, and then like having these cards in my hand against the Horror doesn't beat Farewell anyway. There is no way to beat Farewell. We can beat Doomscar though. Non-angels? Non-angels get indestructible. Dude, what card do we use, man? So ignore Farewell. We can't beat Farewell anyway. Then it probably is the Archon, huh? I think it is the Archon then. Beat Farewell with Manland? Maybe. But they've got Farewell plus 3 mana left over, so. Pass? Tap land is very good for us. Alright, opponent, let's see it. Let's see the juice. Throwing away the Doomscar, okay. Bounce the Archon twice? Bounce their own horror? Okay. And then another Doomscar that resolves and die to the land? Easy win, dude. Easy win. Good games. Alright, that shit was confusing. Did it matter what spell we cast? Like, what would have happened if we cast the call? Just the same outcome, right? Only one would resolve anyway, because they would just cast the... I don't really... Why did they not cast their second Hullbreaker in response to the Archon? In chat, remember, they Test of Talents all 4 of my invokes as well. In that game? It's kind of crazy. Foretell or pass, chat? Oh, man. There is a lot of things on the opponent's next turn that we would want to use a march on, but I think you've got to play around missing a land, right? So we can march now, or we can let them untap and try and do it in response to a rune. But if they untap and play like Scourge or something, it feels kind of bad. I think just do it now, man. What? We only play 2 of these coves, and honestly they're kind of fine. I mean, them only getting 2 of their 4 Scalds cards is kinda decent, I guess. Getting a creature out is good, because now if we have to invoke the Wanderer back, we can at least get the counters on a creature here. We just have to try and not die on the turn that we cast Jin. Depends how greedy we are. Will they pop off? Yeah, we needed an Archon by now, basically. The deck should probably have 4 Archons, really. I don't really know how to get those in, but... Okay, we definitely need 4 Archons. I could invoke Wanderer there, exile the champion, but we're just going to be dying to those tokens. Okay, how do you get 2 more Archons in the deck? It's not easy. We're already like so greedy with removal, man. So greedy. Igandra doesn't seem to do much. Well, apart from get our Jin into the graveyard, you know, apart from the most important job of the entire deck. Mendon does a better job? I'm not sure it does, man. This guarantees us a land, and we get rid of the Jin. Like, I'd rather cut a Mending than cut a Saga. Also, it helps a lot with not dying when you get the creature. Alright, and then we have to cut, what, a March or a Wanderer? I ain't cutting a March. March is gas in this meta? I think March is gas in every meta. It's just an insane, absolutely insane card. absolutely insane. Alright, our next 4 lands need to be blue. But when they are, chat, we're gonna pit or pit. Alright, opponent, fucking chill out, man. Jesus. Very aggressive behavior. GG. Did I lose? I don't think I lost. Not yet. Man, what the fuck is this? Out. Alright, we're trying. We're trying to gain a little bit of the lives here. Can you please fuck off with the Ronins? One, three. Opponent has cast 9 shocks in this game. Doomscar can... that can go. Surely we won't be dead, right guys? Surely we won't be dying here. I can't even do a -1 into a -2 because they go back to the hand. We go to 4. I mean, we're threatening an opponent being dead real fast though. What I'd love to see is some lands. Not some lands, some life gain. Not land. Lands are not what we need. I misspoke. Like, 1 Faithful Mendon, you know? I would feel so secure in this game if I could just gain 1 life. It's an artifact. Get countered. Woo! Good games. Easy wins. Go next opponent, please. Ecuador. Ecuador.